What's up, guys? Welcome to Real Beats. Today I'm going to be showing you how to make a Blueface type beat. So let's just hop right into it. First things first is you want to get your BPM right. So your BPM should probably be around 100 or just in halftime. You can really use what you want, but I think I'm gonna probably go around 100. So we can just leave it at 102. All right, and then for the sound selection or just sounds, I've labeled everything in cap lock or whatever, so you can kind of see what instruments you need. So you're gonna need probably an 808. You can use one with distortion, but I suggest like a subby 808 without distortion on it or anything. I have like a little Moog bass here, an omnisphere, and then like a triangle, a mono triangle lead here that I made. All right, and this is the sound that I'm using. It's like a pad just to fill in the background, because these beats can really sound very empty once you're making them. So I just added a pad, and that's the preset. And then a piano. I think you're gonna need a piano. I don't think I've heard these type of beats without a piano, so I think that's the most essential. But yeah, these are like the drums and stuff. So I'm gonna grab a scale and we can make a melody, and then I'll just explain as I go. Okay, so let's start off with our piano. Now with these, I don't want to go off of the, so this is a minor, right? A B minor, yeah. So I don't want to go off of these half notes because I don't want it to sound like super happy. I want to keep the beat serious, right, to some degree. So I'm gonna use these half notes to kind of make my melody. And with these melodies, you want to keep it very simple. I don't think I've heard like any melodies of this style that is like super complex. It's always very simple, and I think that's what makes it unique. So I'm gonna just make a melody here and just use these half notes to kind of guide me to keep it, you know, serious and not like too jolly and everything. I'll pull these back a little bit so it's kind of a quicker hit. All right, I'm gonna stretch this one out. It's gonna create a little bit of bounce later. So it's like a little tip right there, and then we're gonna go back down here. All right, so we are in halftime. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna pull this one in and then put a note right here, and that's gonna give it a little bit more swing and bounce right to the beat. So when you play stuff off of the grid, so you see these lines, actually this is too, let me just zoom in because this is way too small. See if that's better. All right, and you see like these grids, if you see like these white lines, when you go in between these areas, that would create a lot of bounce in your beat and your melody. So yeah, that's a quick tip right there, and I'm gonna probably all right, I like that. That's clean. So what I'm gonna do is take this, right, and then control down, and then I'm gonna probably turn down the velocity a bit because these are lower notes. I don't want this to clash with the bass later. Let's hear that. And let's add some reverb to this real quick. Where is my, there it is. Okay, and I have a preset piano. Okay, you can copy that if you really want to, but it's just a simple reverb. Okay, so moving on, let's go to this pad, and this should be pretty easy. You can pretty much just do anything just so you can fill in the background just a little bit more, right? So you can use like warped, what are they called? They're called like a, I forget what it's called, pulsing chords. You can use that. I hear that a lot in these beats. So let's kind of just use the root note real quick, just a starting place. All right, I like that. It's simple. It's not doing too much. Now let's copy this and put it up an octave. All right, and that should sound pretty decent. Let's see. And we don't need this like that. We just kind of do it like that. All right, so let's move on to the lead. And with the lead, we don't necessarily have to do anything crazy. It's just kind of like just some fill in. I don't really notice anything too crazy. It's kind of like a background sound just to fill in once again. So I'm gonna just click around and probably use the same notes that I've been using, kind of like these half notes. So let's continue. All right, so this is gonna make it a little bit more dynamic. You know, most people might just copy this. You can do that if you want to, but I just want to make it sound like it's doing a lot more than what it really is. So we're pretty much done with the melody. Now we're gonna add this moog bass, whatever. So let's put that somewhere. Where do I want to start? Let's just start. All right, that's good. Let's listen to the beat and just feel where we want to put it. All right, it's better to feel rather than be technical, right? Because you want to keep the bounce in the beat. Just something different on your side. All right, so we're done with that. Now we're just gonna keep going straight down, okay? Just so it's simple and easy for you, so you can follow and everything. So if you come back to this video, you can just kind of watch it, and then, you know, instead of me just going all over the place. So let's go to this 808. Let's mute this, and then with this 808, you probably want to sub, like I said earlier, because it's just gonna sound better with the kick and everything. And then one thing I notice in a lot of these beats, sometimes when there's an 808, there's like, it goes from a high note to a low note, and it gives it a very, very cool feel to the beat. So let's do that. So we're probably gonna go from like the B4 all the way to the B3 or something like that, right? As you can see on the screen right here. That might be too low, but we'll see. So let's see. Put this in. I give that feeling, yeah. So that's what I want, and we can just copy this over and just do something else. Maybe use this G. We've been using this G note a lot, so let's use this. All right, copy that over. Simple as that. So now we're pretty much done with the melody and everything that we need for it. Now let's add the drums, and this is the easiest part. Just do what you feel. There's really no like structure or anything like you can follow. It's just kind of like, what do you want to put and where do you want to put these things? If you just want something to follow, I would suggest maybe just spacing things out and kind of playing things off of one another. So if I put a kick here and the clap, you kind of put like a hat there and it's playing off of this clap, and the rim right here, and this is going to give your beat a lot of bounce and, you know, give you that sound that you need. So I'm gonna put these here, and let's put this clap in. Actually, we're on a different timing, so put these here, and I think I'm gonna put this looping on. I'm not sure how to use this looping yet. It's kind of confusing. I don't know why they got to change everything and make it so difficult for us to use, but whatever. So it's in here. Push this velocity up a bit. And this is the problem with this here. Like, this does not make sense at all. But okay, that's how they want to make their program. Go ahead. Okay, so we're done here. So I'm gonna have to lay this down because I don't know how to use this yet. So I'm gonna just lay this down so you can hear it. And once you get your drums down, as you can see, it's very simple. All right, just want to play things off one of another and kind of just place them, you know, kind of in that like bounce area, like right here. You know, like if this were to be on the grid, right, like that, kind of place things in between, and you'll get a good result no matter what, unless you kind of just do something like that. But now I'm gonna split by channel and then pull everything in. Let's see. And I would just do a part with the bass. I'm not really sure how I want to structure this yet, but this should be good. Just playing the entire time, and probably take that lead out, maybe something like that. Right. right, so that's how you make a Blueface type beat. Hopefully this video helped you out. Hope you learned anything. If it was just making melodies or just laying down the drums, I really do hope it helped you out. Comment down below what you want to see next, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.